and I'm going to be discussing the functional requirements of our app. First, when we get into the app, we are going to be seeing the user registration and authentication, which is going to enable users to register and create a password that is going to help secure their account and help with protecting users' details. The next thing after is going to be the dashboard. After logging, we are going to be displaying our dashboard, which is going to be a place for users to manage and access a lot of varieties of products. They'll be able to manage their profiles, view orders, and also track the progress of the orders. The dashboard is going to feature a lot of our featured products, a lot of other useful stuff for users to access our app. The app is going to also feature a way for users to be able to place orders by being able to give users the accessibility of imputing their measurements for tailors that are on our mobile app to be able to like get customers will be able to like put their measurements, select the kind of fabrics they need. Even if they have the fabrics and they want to get it across to the tailors, they'll be able to do it on the app because the app is meant to feature this kind of usefulness. And the app is also going to feature a particular process that will allow users to upload images of their desired outfit designs. So like there won't be any issue with I have a particular design in mind, but my tailor doesn't know how to. It's going to be based on how the tailor is going to be able to do it. And the app is also going to feature a payment gateway too. Like we are going to use the secure payment gateway. For instance, we could use the Paystack because it's one of the most secure payment providers right now. And I think with Paystack, we should be good. And our app is also going to be allowing users to be able to use an escrow payment method because like we want to give users the safety of their money and also the tailors that will be working for the users. We want to give them the safety and protection of their money too. So, and there is going to be another management system for the tailoring team to manage and track orders. And like they'll be able to have like sets of like measurements that are already available for like different customers that already used them before. So there won't be like issues of you don't have my measurement, I have your measurement, those kind of issues. And there will also be communication features on the app that will feature like live chats and also a way to access newsletter through email for users, like every other thing. And there will also be a feedback system to allow users to rate and provide feedback for other users that are interested. Because feedback system really does a lot in mobile apps and it's going to help with providing a trust with between the tailors and the users. I think generally the app is going to do well with helping the tailors in Ghana. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Onosa Tomisin Sheriffdin. My ID number is 10705568. My team is Team Flow. Working on the tailoring app. Tailoring app is named T Services. So concerning the app, I'm talking about the non-functional requirements of T services. And then the non-functional requirements of T services, we have six non-functional requirements that we're going to talk about concerning the T service app. So I'm going to start with usability. Our application should be easy to use and navigate with an intuitive and user-friendly interface. So that means that for customers and users that are using our app, it should be easy for them to operate the app. So they shouldn't have any issues with using the app, so it doesn't give like bad reputation to the app, on anything concerning that. So second, we are talking about performance. So our application should be fast and responsive. Yes, our application is slow and non-responsive. It gives a lot of issues to users that want to purchase custom made wares or any wares that they have. So our app has to load very fast. Like it should have quick load times and minimal down times. It's very important for development of the T service app. And it must also, thirdly, it must be secure. Security is very important with any app. So our T service app must be secure. So how we will have appropriate measures in place to protect users' data, such as encryption and secure payment processing. Yeah, so in the event that the user pays for any wares or custom wares that they get for themselves, we have measures in place such as encryption and secure payment processes. In the event that they pay for the application, they pay for the made wares and then they don't get their made wares, they can always get a refund. So we're working on that in security. Then the fourth non-functional requirement that I'm about to talk about is scalability. So our application should be able to handle increasing numbers of users and orders. That's very important because over time the T service app will have more users and it will increase. So it should be able to have more increasing numbers without it affecting the app's performance. To make sure that the app does not break down just because that there's a large number of users ordering custom made wares for themselves. Then the fifth non-functional requirement I'm about to talk about is compatibility. Yes, our application should be compatible with any devices such as phones, laptops, every device. I believe every device possible should be able to be compatible with it. So, because usually when creating apps, it has issues. Because I remember that we're having creating apps. Sometimes when we're creating the app, the development of the app, it should would be able to be functional on a phone, but it will not be able to be functional on a PC due to coding errors. So we're going to make sure that that does not have certain types of issues like that. We want to make sure that it doesn't have those types of issues. So it has to be compatible with multiple devices. Reliability must be the application should always be reliable, such as any good application. Well, we must have regular backups and recovery procedures in place in case of data loss or system failures. Yeah, because anytime, so in case of system failure, which will not be a frequent occurring thing in our app, we will make sure that we put procedures in place to protect data and make sure that it doesn't happen as frequently. So I've talked about the non-functional requirements. I've talked about the six that we're working on. So my colleague is going to talk about the interface and the flow diagram. Yes, thank you very much.
Um, Good day, everybody. My name is Adam Onyekachi Isewe. My student ID is 1074721. I represent Team Flow, and we're going to talk about our app here, T Services. I'm sure by now you know what T Services is. It's a tailoring, it's an e-tailoring app, and the part that I'm going to talk about I'm going to discuss with you guys today is a interface of team services. So there are three parts, that yes, they have their different roles, but when combined together, they bring the app to its full potential, to its purpose. And and it's listed here: the admin, the users, and the tailor. So first, we're going to discuss the role of the admin. The role of the admin would be required to perform overall maintenance of the system. So if there's a bug or if there is any issue, network, all those kind of things, server issue, all those kind of things, and it could even be hardware. The admin is responsible for it. You know. Then the second function role of the admin is to add and remove tailors from the application. So maybe one of the tailors that is using your app, the users, that's the customers, are having one or two issues with him or her. You know, it's up to the admin to make the decision, to make the investigation, and decide whether to remove him or her or not. And as I first pointed out, it's also his job is also to add tailors. So yes, let's say someone who has a business and which is legit, of course, definitely it's up to the admin to add him or her, after checking the person out. Yeah. And next we're going to go to the tailor. So the tailor is the user of the app. His job is to accept and reject orders from customers. So let's say a customer, this tailor fits the profile of a certain customer, and the customer brings out what it wants. If it's up to what the tailor provides can produce, of course, he's going to accept it. But if it is something that the tailor is not interested in, maybe it's a female clothes or it's a men's clothes, and maybe because some tailoring shops they focus on men's clothes, some focus on women's clothes, and some they do both. So depending on tailor, and it could even be issue of pricing and everything. If the price is too small for the tailor, or they feel like it's not up to par, depending on customer, then he has every right to reject the customer. And the second function is to reply to messages. And let's say because at times it's not just ordering stuff that's good enough. At times, yeah, you may have to communicate, to see what's really going on and everything. Maybe to discuss delivery, pickup, all those kind of things. It's up to the tailor to reply messages to the customers in case the customer does not understand one thing or the other, one aspect of the business, maybe the pricing or why the pricing is the way it is, or the location or whatever it is. They can always discuss it within each other. So the next one I'll get into is the users. That is the customer. However you understand it. So the customer creates an account. I mean, in order for you to be able to use our app, you have to create a legit account. With your profile. Your age, all those kind of things, your location. The kind of this thing, where is the kind of product you want, those kind of things. And it's up to the role user to look for the tailor and make an order. So, like I said, when I was discussing about tailors, some tailors they have different kind of services, you know, and it's up to the customer to check, to study these services they offer and choose between them. So the role of the user is to scroll through the app, find his or her preferred tailor, and make the order. Because like I discussed earlier, the tailors they have different kind of services. Some is men's only clothes, some is women's only clothes, and some they do both. And so it's up to the customer for whatever reasons he or she has to pick, go through these preferences. And some it could be location. Not some